Hello everyone. In today's video, we will uncover the shocking stories of 10 celebrities who were allegedly involved in someone's death, and you probably had no idea. These well-known stars may have lived glamorous lives in the spotlight, but their involvement in these tragic incidents has been kept largely out of the public eye. Join us as we dive into these controversial and surprising stories. Let's get started. Number 10, Scott Hall, a professional wrestler famously known as Razor Ramon during his WWE career, did not murder anyone. However, there was a significant incident in 1983 where Hall was involved in a deadly altercation outside a nightclub in Orlando, Florida. Hall was working as a bouncer at the time. During a struggle over a gun with another man, Hall shot and killed him in what was ruled as an act of self-defense. Hall was never convicted, but the event haunted him for years, affecting his mental health. Scott Hall had a tumultuous personal life marked by struggles with addiction and mental health issues. Despite these challenges, he became one of the most influential figures in wrestling during the 1990s, especially as part of the New World Order in WCW. Hall's health declined in later years due to complications from his past substance abuse. In March 2022, Hall suffered multiple heart attacks after complications from hip surgery and was placed on life support. He passed away on March 14, 2022, at the age of 63, after being taken off life support. Number 9, Brandy Norwood, an American singer and actress, was involved in a tragic car accident on December 30th, 2006 that resulted in the death of a woman named Awatef Abudihaj. The accident occurred on the 4055 freeway in Los Angeles when Brandy's car rear-ended Abudihaj's vehicle, causing it to collide with another car. Abudihaj, a 38-year-old mother of two, died from her injuries the next day. The investigation found that Brandy was not under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and there were no criminal charges filed against her. However, Brandy did face several civil lawsuits from Abudihaj's family, which were eventually settled out of court. This event deeply affected Brandy, and she expressed profound grief and regret over the incident. Despite the tragedy, Brandy continued her career in music, acting, and television. She had achieved early fame with hits like The Boy Is Mine and her role in the TV show Moesha. Over the years, she dealt with personal struggles, including bouts of depression, but has remained a prominent figure in entertainment. In her personal life, Brandy has been open about her challenges, including her struggles with mental health. She has one daughter, Sirai, born in 2002, and continues to focus on her music and acting career. Number 8. Aaron Hernandez was an NFL player for the New England Patriots, whose promising career was overshadowed by his involvement in violent crimes. In June 2013, Hernandez was arrested for the murder of Odin Lloyd, a semi-professional football player who was dating the sister of Hernandez's fiancée, Cheyenne Jenkins. On June 17, 2013, Lloyd's body was found in an industrial park near Hernandez's home in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. He had been shot multiple times. The investigation revealed that Hernandez and two associates picked up Lloyd from his home, drove him to the park, and executed him. Surveillance footage, text messages, and evidence from Hernandez's home linked him to the crime. In 2015, Hernandez was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Hernandez's personal life was marked by trouble, including past violent behavior and legal issues. He was also tried for a 2012 double homicide, but was acquitted in 2017. Days after that acquittal, on April 19, 2017, Hernandez was found dead in his prison cell, having died by suicide. He hanged himself with a bedsheet. His brain was later studied and revealed severe chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, a condition linked to repeated head injuries which may have affected his behavior. Hernandez's death, along with his CTE diagnosis, raised concerns about the impact of football-related head injuries and mental health. His life remains a tragic story of a talented athlete whose actions led to devastating consequences. Number 7. Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known as Bruce Jenner, was involved in a fatal car accident on February 7, 2015 in Malibu, California. Jenner was driving her SUV when she rear-ended a Lexus, driven by 69-year-old Kim Howe, causing Howe's car to be pushed into oncoming traffic, where it was struck by another vehicle. Howe tragically died at the scene. The accident involved a total of 4 cars and multiple people, but Howe was the only fatality. An investigation followed, but authorities concluded that Jenner was not driving under the influence or speeding, and no criminal charges were filed. However, Jenner faced multiple civil lawsuits from victims and Howe's family, some of which were settled out of court. Jenner expressed deep sorrow for the accident, calling it a tragic event, but maintaining that it was unintentional. Caitlyn Jenner, once celebrated as an Olympic gold medalist in the decathlon in 1976, came out as transgender in 2015, marking one of the most high-profile transitions in the public eye. She has since become an advocate for transgender rights. Jenner has been married 3 times and has 6 children, including famous reality stars Kendall and Kylie Jenner. Her transition, personal struggles, and role in the LGBTQ community have remained central to her public identity. Number 6, Johnny Lewis, an actor best known for his role on Sons of Anarchy, was involved in a tragic and violent incident on September the 26th, 2012. Lewis was found dead after killing his 81-year-old landlady, Catherine Davis, at her home in Los Angeles. Police believe that Lewis attacked Davis, beating her to death before also killing her cat. Afterward, he either fell or jumped from the roof of the house, leading to his own death. Lewis had a history of mental health struggles and substance abuse issues, which escalated in the years leading up to the incident. He had been arrested multiple times and had spent time in jail and rehab. At the time of the murder, investigators found no drugs in his system, but his erratic behaviour led many to suspect a severe mental health crisis. Johnny Lewis had a promising acting career, appearing in shows like The OC and Sons of Anarchy. However, his personal life was marked by instability, with increasing legal troubles and mental health issues that seemed to spiral out of control. His tragic death, coupled with the murder of Davis, shocked many and left questions about how mental illness and violence intersected in his final days. Number 5, Charles Dutton, a renowned actor known for his roles in Rock and Alien 3, had a troubled early life that involved a violent incident. At the age of 17, in 1967, Dutton was convicted of manslaughter following a street fight in which he killed another man. The altercation started as a dispute that escalated, and Dutton claimed self-defense, but he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. During his time behind bars, he got into further trouble, which extended his sentence. While incarcerated, Dutton found a passion for acting after accidentally stumbling upon a playbook while in solitary confinement. He later earned his GED, took college courses, and became deeply involved in theatre. After his release, Dutton pursued acting at Towson University and Yale School of Drama, eventually becoming a respected actor and director. Despite his rough start, Dutton turned his life around and used his experiences to fuel his passion for the arts. He became an advocate for education and reform, often speaking about the importance of second chances. His personal transformation is a powerful story of redemption, showing how he overcame his early mistakes to build a successful career in Hollywood. Number 4, Keith Moon, the legendary drummer for The Who, was involved in a tragic accident that resulted in the death of his friend and bodyguard Neil Boland. On January the 4th, 1970, Moon was attempting to drive away from a pub in London while being surrounded by an unruly crowd. In the chaos, Moon, who was drunk at the time, lost control of the car and accidentally ran over Boland, killing him. The death was ruled accidental, and Moon was not charged, though the event deeply traumatized him for the rest of his life. Moon was known for his wild and destructive behavior both on and off the stage. His heavy drinking and use of drugs earned him a reputation as a rock and roll madman. His personal life was chaotic, marked by struggles with substance abuse and volatile relationships. Moon was married once and had one daughter, Amanda. Keith Moon died on September 7th, 1978, at the age of 32, from an overdose of heminevrin, a drug prescribed to help him manage his alcohol withdrawal symptoms. He had taken 32 pills, far exceeding the recommended dose, leading to his untimely death. Moon's legacy as one of rock's greatest drummers endures, but his life was cut short by his self-destructive lifestyle. Number 3. Vince Neil, the lead singer of Motley Crue, was involved in a fatal car crash on December 8, 1984, that killed his friend Nicholas Razzle Dingley, the drummer of the band Hanoi Rocks. Neil was driving under the influence of alcohol in Redondo Beach, California, with Razzle as a passenger. Neil lost control of his car and collided with another vehicle. While the passengers in the other car suffered serious injuries, Razzle died at the scene. Neil was charged with vehicular manslaughter and driving under the influence. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail, of which he served 15, along with community service, a fine, and an order to pay restitution to the victims. Neil later expressed deep remorse for the accident, though it became a major event in his troubled personal history. Neil's personal life has been marked by excess and tragedy. In addition to his struggles with alcohol and drugs, he experienced the heartbreak of losing his young daughter Skylar to cancer in 1995. Neil has been married 4 times and has faced legal issues, substance abuse problems, and health challenges throughout his life. Despite these challenges, he has continued to perform with Motley Crue, and the band remains a significant name in rock history. Number 2, Snoop Dogg, whose real name is Calvin Broadus Jr., was charged with murder in connection with the death of Philip Waldemariam, a member of a rival gang. The incident occurred on August 25, 1993, when Snoop Dogg's bodyguard, McKinley Lee, shot Waldemariam after a confrontation in a Los Angeles park. Snoop Dogg, who was driving the vehicle, was accused of being involved in the murder. Both Snoop and Lee claimed the shooting was in self-defense, arguing that Waldemariam had threatened them. The highly publicized trial, which coincided with Snoop Dogg's rise to fame, ended in 1996, with both Snoop and Lee being acquitted of murder charges. The case drew massive media attention, partly because it happened during the height of gangster rap's influence and Snoop Dogg's burgeoning career. In his personal life, Snoop Dogg has remained a central figure in the music industry, evolving from his early image as a gangster rapper to a mainstream entertainer, entrepreneur, and cultural icon. He has been married to his high school sweetheart, Shantae Taylor, since 1997, and they have 3 children. Snoop has also been involved in various business ventures, including a cannabis brand and media production. He's known for his laid-back persona, love of marijuana, and philanthropy. Number 1, William Burroughs, the influential writer and key figure of the Beat Generation, was involved in the tragic death of his wife, Joan Vollmer, in 1951. The incident occurred in Mexico City, where Burroughs and Vollmer were living. While intoxicated, Burroughs suggested they play a game of William Tell, in which he aimed to shoot a glass off Joan's head. He missed and shot her in the forehead, killing her instantly. Burroughs claimed it was an accident, and the Mexican authorities initially charged him with manslaughter. He fled to the US before facing full legal consequences, though he was convicted in absentia and served a brief time in jail before posting bail. This tragic event deeply affected Burroughs, and he later stated that Vollmer's death was a defining moment that pushed him further into writing. He believed that his literary career was a way of grappling with the darkness inside him, which he credited to her death. Burroughs struggled with drug addiction, particularly heroin, for much of his life. He channeled his experiences with addiction, violence, and alienation into his writing, producing landmark works like Naked Lunch, which became central to the countercultural movements of the 1960s and beyond. Burroughs died on August 2, 1997, at the age of 83, from complications following a heart attack. Despite his tumultuous life, he left behind a legacy as one of the most innovative and controversial writers of the 20th century, known for his unconventional style and exploration of taboo subjects. Thank you all for tuning in and watching our content today. Your support means the world to us and keeps us motivated to bring you the best. If you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. We appreciate each and every one of you, and look forward to sharing more with you soon. Have a great day.